Welcome back to another YouTube video, guys. Um, yeah, I thought I'd make a new kind of thing here. Obviously, I didn't create this tier, but it was on there, and it gave me an idea. Should this as a YouTube video? So obviously, my channel surrounds Resident Evil content. So we're gonna rank each and every Resident Evil game. So I believe this is Revelations. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. So I personally didn't like Revelations. So these going to be haven't played or really did not like. The problem with that is, I just didn't really care for the story or anything. It could just be me. I really couldn't give a shit about any of the characters in the story. Again, that could be me. Resident Evil 5 is a hard one because I really enjoyed the game, but I definitely don't think it should be a Resident Evil game. So I'm actually going to put it in B, for reason being, it was a fun game to play with your friends. It was a fun game you know, for what it was, but people hate on it as it's like the worst Resident Evil game in the world. Same with 6. I don't think it was that bad. Story was questionable, but really it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. For Resident Evil 4, it's probably my favourite game of all time. With The Last of Us, I would say it's definitely up there. Reason being is it was that survival horror element and the story. Like obviously Resident Evil, people think of zombies, they think of Resident Evil 4. And if you ask someone what's your favourite Resident Evil game, guaranteed they'll say Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 2. I like the fact that how they didn't really use zombies, they use ganados. I thought that was pretty cool. And some of the bosses you get Dr. Salvador, you get El Gigante, you get Delago, you get Sadler, you get Salazar. Like the bosses are really good, except for like U3 maybe. U3 was a questionable boss, but I really did enjoy the game. Resident Evil, first one, it was okay. Resident Evil, again, I played it, but it definitely really didn't take off until I put it in the C, but I would say Resident Evil never really took off until Resident Evil 2, where a lot of people seem to be buying in and really picking up the concept and feeling interested in the game. But I'm just gonna put Revelations down here only because I couldn't give a shit about Revelations because I didn't think Revelations both games were that good. Resident Evil Zero, again, I wasn't much of a fan of Resident Evil Zero. The reason being, I don't know, characters were pretty cool, but it just didn't really interest me as much as one did. But I'm putting it in C with one because it's one of those games I played once and I probably won't touch again because really not bothered by the game. Like, it's not my thing. Code Veronica, I really enjoyed the game. I'm just gonna say it like that. But obviously there's rumors that remake it, Resident Evil 4, Code Veronica, and actually Resident Evil 1. I mean, it puts in your mind, do you want to see that? Um, yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool because I think it could change people's perspective on the game. A lot of people do like Code Veronica already, but having it remade, people would like it even more. Cat's meowing. Nemesis. Um, I don't know. I personally enjoyed it for what it was at the time, because technology was different back then. You didn't get these top tier graphic games. You got what you got. So yeah. Oh no. Resident Evil 2. Boom. A or S. Sorry. It was probably one. It probably is one of my favorite Resident Evil games out there. Like, there's not much to be said about it. It's really good. Remake really blew my mind. Like, it really did. Resident Evil 2. Like, the only things I'll get to the remake. I'll talk about the remake once I get there. But obviously, the stuff you had in the original were French Kiss. This one, I'm not sure what this one is. I don't recognise it, but I probably haven't played that one. I don't think. Village. I'm gonna put an S actually, because Village, like from the screenshots and trailers we got, I wasn't that convinced. But when I sat down and played the game, I loved it. I really did. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I don't think a lot of people expected what happened in the game to actually happen. Like, obviously, without giving any spoilers away, I just leave it at that. Resident Evil 3, I'm going to put in the B category with Nemesis, only because we got no DLC with it, which I didn't expect to get, but, it was a really fun game, but, they could have added or kept, I don't know if I can't remember if they removed anything from the original, but it is what it is. Resident Evil 2 remake, I would actually put in A, I think, only because they did cut a few things out in the remake. I didn't think they needed to, like, they cut out the spiders, I think, but it was a really good game. I really don't have a bad word about it. Resident Evil 7, I'm going to put in the A category. Reason being, I like the fact they brought back the horror element in the game. Story, I liked, but there was a few bits in the game that I didn't like the boat chapter, or part of the game. I really didn't like that. I thought it was a very slow. Like, I think the game really had a good pace until I got to the boat segments. Like, I really got bored, whilst playing it first time. But they missed that out then. I wouldn't mind. Resident Evil 6. I have to go in B because it's in the same boat as Resident Evil 5. It didn't feel like it needed to be a Resident Evil game. It really did not feel like one, because there was just no horror element in the game. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in